In this section, I'm going to show you how Refworks can help you write papers. First, let's recap where we are. We searched CINAHL and found some great articles on obesity in children, and we've pulled them into our Refworks account. We've made sure that we have DOIs for all our articles, and now we are ready to start writing our paper. Fortunately, Refworks has a program called Write-N-Cite that will help us with our citations. Let me start by explaining what Write-N-Cite does. Write-N-Cite is a plugin for Microsoft Word that helps you create in-text citations in your papers and creates the bibliography for you. It works for both Mac and PCs, but you do need to have Microsoft Word installed. Let's go back over to the Refworks guide I showed you earlier. When we saw this page before, we looked at this Get Started tab. We skipped the second tab, adding references, and now I'm going to talk about the Write-N-Cite tab. This page explains what Write-N-Cite is and provides instructions on how to download Write-N-Cite on your computer. We also have some links to instructions on using Write-N-Cite and a video tutorial that you may want to check out later. I'll start by showing you how to download Write-N-Cite from your Refworks account. To do this, log into your Refworks account, and Write-N-Cite is available under the Tools tab. So I'm going to go to Tools, then select Write-N-Cite. We get this box that pops up that gives us the link to download Write-N-Cite. Make sure you download the correct version for your operating system. While we're on this screen, I also want to point out this login code. We will be using this a little later. Once I have Write-N-Cite installed, when I go into Microsoft Word, I get a new tab in the top ribbon on the right that says Refworks. I'm going to click on this tab now. Okay, now we have the toolbar showing. You can see that everything is grayed out because I need to log into Write-N-Cite. To do that, click the login icon. When the login box opens, we get two different options to log in. The login code option is the simplest, so I'm going to choose that. To get my login code, I need to go back over to my Refworks account and go back to that Tools page where I downloaded Write-N-Cite. Over at the top right, you'll see a long string of letters and numbers. This is your login code. So I'm going to paste that string of characters into Word and select Login. Don't worry, you don't have to do this every time you use Write-N-Cite. If you are on your personal computer, you don't need to worry about logging in and out of Write-N-Cite every time you use Word. Write-N-Cite will remember this login code, and you will already be logged in each time you open Word. If you are on a shared computer, you will want to log out when you are finished working in Word. Now that I'm logged in, I can see all of the options in Write-N-Cite are available. I can go ahead and choose my citation style here, which will be an APA 6. This list is pulled from that favorites list that we talked about in section 4 of this tutorial. Alright, so now I can start typing my paper like I normally would in Word. When I get to a place where I want a citation, I go to the Write-N-Cite toolbar and choose Insert Citation. Select Insert New. This opens up a box that shows all of my Refworks folders over to the left, and then the specific references over in the window on the right. I'm going to pick my obesity education folder because those are references I want to use for this paper. Now I find the article I want and click on it. The preview window shows what Write-N-Cite is going to insert in my paper. I select OK to insert a citation into the paper. Now we can see that the citation has been added to our paper in correct APA format. I can keep typing and then repeat the process when I get to the next place I want to add a citation. This time, I need to cite two different articles in this one sentence. To do that, I go back to Insert Citation / Insert New. From within my Obesity Education folder, I select the first reference. Then I select the plus button to the right of the Compose Citation box. This allows me to select the second article. Check the preview window to make sure the citation looks correct, and then click OK. Ta-da! Now I need to add a page number to my citation because I've used a direct quote from an article. I'll start off as previously, going to Insert Citation / Insert New. After I click the article I want, I'll come over to this box that says Suffix, and that's where I'll add my page number. You'll have to add in the spacing and punctuation yourself, so use the preview window to make sure the citation looks correct. You also have the option to add a prefix to your citation, such as cited in, or whatever you may need to use. And you can also hide the author or year, or make something only appear in the bibliography. Okay, let's say I'm done adding my citations and I want Write-N-Cite to create a bibliography for my paper. You need to place the cursor where you want the bibliography to be inserted, and then go up to Bibliography Options and choose Insert Bibliography. And just like that, we have our bibliography in APA style. Write-N-Cite created this bibliography from just those articles that I cited in my paper, not everything in my Refworks account. If you need to insert additional citations to your paper after you've added the bibliography, you can go ahead and do so. Just make sure to select Reapply Output Style after inserting in-text citations so that they are included in your list of references. So that's about it for Write-N-Cite. Go ahead and answer this quiz question and we can move on to the last section. Don't worry, it's a short one.